Okay, now, hey Greg and Melody. I have completed your proposal and I'm ready to ship it off here. But before I do that and send it over to you, what I really want to do is kind of make this video and walk through it with you just to answer any questions. I know there's a lot of info that I'm about to present to you and it might get kind of confusing a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of walk through it. And if you have any questions after that, of course, please reach out to me. You know how to contact me. And hoping that we can sit down at some point to kind of go over it further. Just let me know when's a good time. Okay, without further ado, here's your proposal. So obviously you haven't sent me any images yet, so I grabbed your logo and some photos from online. We're just going to go ahead and click on here, view your proposal. This part right here, this is where the video that I'm recording now is going to go. So we're just going to continue scrolling down. I'm a big Michael Jordan fan. I'm a big basketball fan, so that's just my own branding there. So we'll get started right here. So I broke this up into two parts. One is just the websites, and then the second part is everything beyond websites already being created, essentially. Now, if this makes sense, what I mean is that the websites are a one-off project, and if that's the extent of the work that you'd like me to do for you, then that's what this portion right here represents, what those websites look like, and what goes into them, what that cost would be. So starting with the hosting and everything, I personally like to use WP Engine. Now, WP Engine is my favorite because they provide a high level of security, high level of customer service, and they on their back end, their servers move really fast. So you can see on the right here the GT metrics. It's kind of the standard for checking website optimizations and speeds, and gives you see an official grade there. So my website has an A for performance, under structure, how quick it is, and that's kind of how I like to measure any website that I create. I want to make sure that it's still hitting all these benchmarks right here, and you receive a lot of help from WP Engine by hosting with WP Engine in reaching those goals. So moving further down, this is going to be an e-commerce website. So here are some of the main plugins that I'm going to be using right here. Now, if you don't know what a plugin is, essentially it's additional software that I'm going to integrate with the website on the back end so that the front end can be customized to everything that your website needs, what your business needs, as well as some additional stuff like Yoast SEO. That's really a really powerful tool to be able to build up that SEO on your website. Sitemaps, that just again helps with your SEO. WP Rocket helps with the speed of your website. WooCommerce is going to be building out that whole portion of the e-commerce part. So all of your products, all the selling, the listing, the categorizing, everything, the shipping is all going to be handled by WooCommerce. And then over here, the ins and outs, that's the additional stuff that I'm going to be doing as well. So I will manually be setting up your WordPress website and connecting it with WP Engine. Now with WP Engine, I want you to know that I actually create a separate account that's specifically for you as the owner of the domain and the website. So I will have access to it, but you will at the end of the day be the owner of it, so you will never have to question where anything's being hosted, if you have ownership, how to access it. So if for whatever reason down the line we part ways, you still own your product and can hand it off to the next web person that you'd like to take over. I set up your email. I make sure everything is cohesive so it all looks branded and looks nice, comes across really well. I add in your social medias, and I make sure, of course, very important, that I optimize for mobile. All right, so additional page. I usually charge $300 per page, and then Secondary pages 150. Now, what a secondary page is there's less information on there. It's kind of a sub page or a subcategory. So for your products, you might have a subcategory for gold, silver, rare coins, and new arrivals. So if we want to add or take any of these out, more than welcome to, of course. The primary pages. So I don't charge any additional for the home setup. That's included with the framework, which is $1,500 charge. I don't think I mentioned that. So all of this plus the home page comes out to be $1,500, and then right here the primary pages. Like I said, the home page is included, so that's not charged right here. But you do have the shop page, cart, checkout, FAQs, knowledge center, and anything else that you might need. And then I went ahead and included an SEO portion. So I know that you're looking to really start marketing digitally, making those sales. So these are some of the tools that I use. I'm a big fan of SEMrush. It's kind of like the industry standard. Everyone uses SEMrush when it comes to SEO. It's just a really, really powerful tool. WP Forms. There's a lot of forms out there or different software out there for lead capturing. I just prefer using WP Forms. It's what I've used the longest. I will be placing forms on your website to capture those leads so people can reach out to you as needed. If you want to have people submit for quotes for some of the items they have, they can upload photos as well. And of course, it's going to be branded to your business. Now, this is also a really cool tool over here. This is ActiveCampaign. Now, ActiveCampaign with their base subscription allows for automation. So that means once the email templates are set up, all that we need to do is link it to your website, and once somebody manually types in an email and says, yes, I want to be notified about new products or send me monthly newsletters, anytime there's a sale, let me know, kind of thing, then the ActiveCampaign will automatically send regular emails to all of those customers or potential customers, letting them know what's going on with your store. And that brings them back. That creates brand awareness, that creates a following, and they'll come to you for all of their gold and ore needs. Gold, ore, silver, bullion, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean. I won't go into all the details, but there's quite a bit that goes into SEO when building the website. So you can read through those right there. So now I do remember, so for one website it's $3,600 if you add it all together. The reason this is $7,200 here is because Melody mentioned a Crystal Shop website that's needed as well. And so with that, I'm assuming it's just going to basically be the same, but just a different product. It's still going to be an e-commerce store. It's still going to have X amount of pages. You're going to have all the products listed on there. You're going to be selling through it. And you'll need that still high level of security. So that one, for just the websites, the two websites, it's $7,200. Now, here, if we keep scrolling, you can kind of click through some of these recent projects that I've done. These are my most recent. So if you only want to work together on the website, you just want me to build websites for you, not maintain it, not fill it with the products, not do anything else beyond building the websites for you, this is what you would need to do, which is submit a 50% deposit. If you click pay deposit here, it'll link to that invoice. Once that's paid, I get started. We set up a meeting to kind of go over everything from top to bottom to make sure that the new websites include everything that you're looking for. And then I give you an estimate here, 81 days from this moment right now, that it will take me to build both websites. Likely, if I'm being honest, it's going to be much faster. I like to give myself a little cushion just for revisions, some back and forth there in case things change, or if we have to wait for anything else. I just like to add that extra cushion in there. Okay, so moving on, some extra services that I offer. Okay, so now this is what I was talking about earlier. This is if it's not just websites that you would like to do together, and instead bring me on almost as an employee, but a 1099 employee. This is what I'm thinking that cost will be. Well, this is what I'm asking for, I suppose. And one thing I want to make clear is that this cost right here will includes me building websites for you as well. So the 7,200 is a one-off charge if you don't want to use my any other services beyond just the building websites. If you would like to keep me on a long-term, year-by-year basis, 5,500 a month will include everything that I'm about to break down for you, plus those two websites. So I will build both the Gold Ore Store and the Crystal Shop websites for the $5,500 a month budget here. And then beyond the website building, this is product listing. Now this is going to obviously take up probably most of the work initially. Now I know you have tens of thousands of products that need to be listed, and I didn't get all of the information, but assuming that, you know, starting from the base, you're going to need, every item is going to need to be inventoried, photographed. The photos need to be optimized. We need to do research on all the product to make sure that the pricing is where it needs to be. And then all of that information needs to be listed both on the website and on eBay. And then as orders come in, we need to fulfill those orders, and I will be doing that. So I'll fulfill those orders and ship those out to all the customers. You can see under each of these, I break down exactly what all I will be doing. So you see for the websites, I'll photograph each product. I'm going to research the pricing for each product. For the websites themselves, I'll create an intricate search system. So that means where you're going to have thousands of products on your website, it's going to be hard for any one person to really be able to find anything without being able to search for it or filter things down by product, by color, by amount, things like that. So that's what I mean by here. And then I'm going to create product pages. So if someone only wants to see gold, for example, they can go to the gold page, and anything that's gold is listed on that page. And then again, within that page, there's a filter system so that they can break it down by gold, by year, by amount, things like that. And I already talked to Zach about merchant services. It all sounds like it's not going to be too difficult to work out, and he has confirmed that the amount per transaction can reach up to $100,000, which is great, which is exactly what you were looking for. He said once all we need to do is submit some paperwork, and once that's complete, the application is submitted. Then it takes about 3 days to really get going. So this really should be up in no time at all. We already talked about product descriptions and tags. Let's see. And you can go through on eBay. There's going to be quite a bit here as well. We have to manage the eBay store items on eBay. If you want to be showing up higher in the rankings for an eBay store, and when people search for your items, we need to build up. We need to be adding items every day to your eBay store, and we need to build up awesome reviews. We need to be posting those reviews, linking, or not the reviews, the products. We need to share those products on your social medias to drive more customers to your store. So I have here Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter that I'm going to be sharing those each product to as they come up. We'll run markdown sales. We'll do email marketing with ActiveCampaign. I will be interacting with any client that reaches out to the Gold Ore Store, the Crystal Shop, virtually, whether that's email, they submit a form, they reach out through social media, they reach out through eBay. I will take over that responsibility to making sure that those inquiries are being handled properly. Let's see. And then, yes, of course, processing all the orders. Here's one right here. So with the packaging, I'm not sure if you want to do this or not, but we can create custom packaging just to continue to build your brand. And that's something that you'll see further down that's included in what I'm bringing to the table. All right, so website management is next. So security is going to be a very big deal when it comes to e-commerce website, especially this particular type of e-commerce website where you're handling transactions of such high amounts. So I'm going to make sure that backups are taking place daily. I'm doing compatibility checks. I'm doing the plugins updates. So the plugins, the thing with those is that you want to really make sure that each one, it's an individual software, right? So you want to make sure as each one of those is updating individually that each one of those will still continue to work with the other software and integrate properly without crashing the website. We'll do security scans. We'll protect against brute force attacks, payment security. I mean, really, we're doing a lot of security, making sure that we're having those measures in place to protect against hackers, spammers, anyone trying to really take over your website. And then beyond that, I'm going to be doing a lot of content updates. There's going to be constant updating that needs to be happening on the website. Along with those, everything needs to be optimized for SEO. I talked to Greg already about doing a monthly blog where he can submit a letter from Greg, kind of the owner, give it that hometown feel. Of course, as the website continues to build, new pages will need to be added. We're going to want to monitor everything and just kind of see and track the growth of the website. And as traffic continues to go up, we want to make sure that sales are also going up. Let's see. So again, optimize for mobile. We're going to make sure your social medias are integrated into the website as well. So speaking of social media, let's go ahead and move on to this portion right here. So social media, I mean, I can't understate how important it is for every business to be on social media. You can see here the breakdown by Oberlo. They did a research just a couple of years ago or a study finding out that you can see 84% of people in ages 18 to 29, 81% of people 30 to 49, all the way up through 65. I mean, you're looking at 3 in 4 people up to 64 years of age are on at least one social media. So that could be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, beyond, and anything else beyond that. So these are the accounts that I will be helping to manage for you guys, making sure that they're always updated, that there's new content all the time, that I'm interacting with all the followers, trying to grow that following, things like that. Let's see. All right, so another thing that's super, super important for every business is tracking your goals. You want to have set goals. You want to know what the benchmarks are. You want to be hitting those in a timely manner. And you want to see your business grow, and you want to know what is and isn't working in helping that growth. So I have KPI software that I like to use that I will build out for the Gold Ore Store as well. We have monthly meetings to go over these specific goals, make sure that we're reaching them, setting new ones, tracking everything, finding any new trends in the business, what's selling, what's not, where do we need to put our focus, that kind of thing. So you'll see with the KPIs, this is a lot of what I will be doing. And then on the marketing side, so I also included marketing concierge over here. I'm not sure if I told you or not, but I am a graphic designer as well. I used to be the editor for St. George Magazine, and I created literally the entire magazine, as well as for the county for the Greater Zion Tourism Office. I created the magazines for all the Ironman races, the billboards, the street banners, any banners that you saw at the park downtown. That I made all of those. So I'm offering all of my graphic design abilities. As we explore new ways to market, I will be able to work with all the vendors, make sure that we're meeting all the deadlines, that I'm getting all the information that we're requiring, and doing new research to find out what exactly is out there and what's going to be the best fit for the Gold Ore Store as far as advertising goes. All right. Lastly, here, I just want to address this specific point right here. I know you guys are looking for somebody long term, and I really want to be that person. So I originally, when I was thinking about this proposal, I was thinking about breaking it down into 3 different tiers based on what level of involvement you would like me to be in. But the more I thought about it, the more that didn't make as much sense to me, simply because what the Gold Ore Store is really needing right now is a lot of work. Now, Greg, you mentioned that you wanted to bring in a team of people to handle a lot of this, which absolutely will still happen, but it still points to the fact there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's really beyond one person to handle everything when it comes to the digital side of things. So what I'm offering is essentially in this proposal is my commitment to do this beyond full time for the foreseeable future. I want to create a partnership that is built on trust. It's long term. It's something that I can depend on, and likewise for you guys to be able to depend on me to be able to build out that what your business is really needing. It's a whole new half to the business that hasn't been created properly yet. You guys are doing great right now, and I would, as well as you guys I know, would also love to see it just take that growth and really just shoot it out of the sky, make it explode, and I want to be a part of that. So I'm formally just wanting to let you guys know that I want to be a part of this team, and that I am here for the long term. And want to be able to help in any way that I can. And I know that for me, that means setting aside other projects that I might have. I do want to be clear. I want to still maintain the junk removal as I can. I do have a business partner, and he will be able to do a lot of the work as well, and we can hire more work as needed, but I do still want to be involved in that. Aside from that, though, I feel like I will be dedicating 99% of my time to the Gold Ore Store, because that's really what it's going to take in order for this to be done properly. There's a lot of time that needs to be dedicated to this, and so I'm ready to make that commitment. I know I kind of ran through this video a little quick. Well, we're over here almost at 25 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and just end the video now and let you know if there's any questions you need me to clarify anything, to just please let me know. I'll probably be reaching out early part of next week just to follow up. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I really enjoyed sitting down with you last week, and I hope that we are able to come to an agreement where we can work together. Thanks.